Hi everyone, Hershey here. Welcome back to my vlog. So I just finished watching Itaewon Class in Netflix. It's a K-drama series that will give you a bucket of life lesson, which I am rating 20 over 10. So I actually made a list of the life lessons I've learned from this show, which I want to share to you all. So the first lesson I've learned is about setting up a goal for yourself and, if possible, having a mentor for you to be inspired. You can actually watch their motivational videos or read the book that they wrote. And then the second lesson is about sticking up to what you believe, not being swayed by others, and standing up for what you think is right. The third one, which is my favorite, is about never giving up on your dreams. The lead character in this show actually had a 15-year goal plan for him to achieve his goal. And this show teach me that whatever hardship or obstacle that you might be facing before you achieve your goal, you just have to be inspired from it instead of being discouraged, and you have to work hard in order for you to achieve it. The fourth lesson I've learned from this show, which I can't believe I'm saying, is about having life insurance and invest in stocks. So the father of the lead character in the show have a life insurance and set up a college fund for his son, which later on he was able to use to set up his pub business. So I learned from this show that you actually need life insurance, not for yourself, but for the people you will be leaving behind in case something happened to you. And about the good investment from stocks. It is risky, but that's how life is, right? And the fifth lesson I learned is about acceptance. Accepting and respecting other people's life choices. This show actually tackles about sexuality because one of the characters is a transgender. So the highlight of the show was when the lead character told that transgender character that you don't have to convince others about yourself, which is actually true, not just for us on how we see other people's sexuality, but for us as well, that we don't have to prove to anyone who we are or what we are capable of. And the next lesson is about how we are given 24 hours in a day, and it's up to us how we spend it. So most of the time I complain and I compare myself to others, but if I come to think about it, we are all given the exact same time in a day for us to utilize it. So it's up to us how we are going to use it in order for us to achieve our goal. And then the next one is about racism. This show tackles about how being a black guy is treated in an Asian country. So this show actually teaches us that wherever we came from, whatever skin color we have, or however we talk, we should be treated equally. The next life lesson I learned from this show is about surrounding yourself with good people. You have to choose people who will help you overcome obstacles in life. You see, there are friends, there are family, but there are friends who becomes your family. And then the next lesson is about every dream starts small. So just like any dream, any business, it all starts from scratch, and it's going to be up to us how we are going to work our way up. And then the next one, which is my favorite, your past does not define you. So one of the characters in the show is an old gang member who becomes a director of a company. And one of the highlight that I like in this show was the scene where the lead character told that old gang member that just because you're an ex-con doesn't mean your life ends here. Why don't you try first before you decide if that's just your worth? So it actually teach you that just because you have a dark past, or just because you were once in a dark place, it doesn't define your future. So this show will also teach you that you should use the people who brings you down as an inspiration instead of just hating them. So you have to use the things they say against you as an inspiration to prove them wrong. And then the next lesson is about valuing trust instead of money. So you have to value the trust of those people you trust instead of just valuing what they can give you. And then the next life lesson is about you won't always be on top, so you have to be careful who you bully. Better yet, don't be a bully, because you don't know what the future holds. That person that you might think might be nothing or might be no one will become successful in the future. This show also tackles about parenting. How we raise our children will affect what they become in the future when they grow up. It's about building the character of our children for their future. And we are down to our last 3 life lessons I learned from this show. So I'm going to read you a certain line from the show which hits me hard. I will read it because I did not memorize it. It goes like this. Your life may seem to be repetitive, but no one really knows what could happen tomorrow. Not a single day was predictable for me. Some days were tough and some days were sad, but something fun always came along every once in a while. So this hits home because I am a point in my life where I feel empty, where I feel like everything is just repetitive. You wake up, you go to work, you come back home, and then you sleep, and then the next day the same. So this show teaches us that even though we feel that way, there will always comes a day that something unpredictable will happen that will change your life forever and for the better. So one of the lessons I also learned from this show is about finding someone who will help you grow. One of the highlights of the show was when the love interest of the lead character told him that I will help you achieve your dream. I will make you rich and I will destroy the people who hurt you. This woman actually reminds me of myself because I am that kind of woman. You see, you have to go for someone who will accept you as who you are and will help you grow. Like they say, behind every great man stands a woman. So the last lesson I've learned is that true love isn't found but earned. So the lead character of this show has 2 love interests. The first one is his first love, whom he loved for more than 10 years, but he cannot pursue her because she told him before that she only liked rich guys, so he needs to be rich first before he can pursue her. And then the other love interest just came to his life when he was he doesn't still have anything, when he was still nothing. This woman helped him to achieve his goal until he became successful and rich. And this woman, even though he was practically told by the guy that there's no way they can be together, she did not stop and still did everything for him to help him still become successful and achieve his main goal. And later on in the story, the guy realized that he was actually falling in love on this persistent woman and was falling out of love from his first love. So this show actually teaches a lesson that true love is actually not easily found, but it is earned. So that's all the life lesson I learned from this show, and I hope you actually try watching it so you would appreciate the lessons it will teach you. So thank you so much for watching my vlog and hope to see you again soon. Bye!